Today, more than ever before, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not just nation to nation, human to human, but human to other forms of life. The root cause of these dwindling numbers of these species is probably human unconsciousness and pressure. So, wildflower meadows have been plowed up, edges have been ripped out to form bigger fields. The use of pesticide has increased over the years, and humans have been trading bees in tiny little boxes where they spread disease. So, let's talk a little bit about population here. So, we are 6.7 billion people in the world right now, and we're expected to rise to 9 or 10 billion in just 40 years or so. So what is it going to be like when we increase pressure by another 50%? And not just pressure, but unconsciousness. That's going to be interesting. But why care, right? Okay, so here are some of the top reasons why bees are important. It's not all about honey. Bees, both the wild ones and the ones we keep in hives, are critical for pollinating plants that produce a huge range of food. The global value of insect pollination is estimated at 153 billion euros every year. And while this figure includes contributions from, say, butterflies and beetles, most of the work is done by bees. Still don't care?
It is estimated that about 1/3 of global food production requires animal pollination, and that 80 to 80% of this world is carried out by honeybees. So these small insects are very valuable indeed. There is growing public and political concerns at bee decline across the world. This decline is caused by a combination of stresses from loss of the habitat and food sources to exposure to the pesticide and the effect of the climate breakdown. More than ever, we need to recognize the importance of bees to nature and to our life. We need to turn that into action to ensure they don't just survive but thrive. Without bees, the availability and diversity of fresh produce would decline substantially, and human nutrition would likely suffer. Crops that would not be cost-effective to hand or robots co-pollination would likely be lost or persist only with the dedication of human harvest.
Everyone can support small buzzers, even in their small gardens, as flower-rich gardens provide food for bees over the whole vegetation period, which is hard to achieve in large agricultural areas. Let's steer towards a better future. Thomas Berry once wrote that our great work for our generation is to learn to be in the planet at least benignly. We live in an ecosystem where pollution and urbanization are alerting nature. Right now, we are letting big agrochemical companies use more of the chemicals that are known to kill bees, just as we are in the midst of an unsustainable die-off in bee populations. That has to change now.